Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. It is April 4th, 2017. You know, it's not too often that I share emails with all of you, but a little while ago, approximately 28 minutes ago, I received an email from an individual that was absolutely outrageous. And the reason why I'm going to show you this email in this video is to prove to you that we are definitely on to something in our investigations and our research into Planet X, Nibiru, the Nemesis solar system. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to call it, we are having very, very serious issues here on our planet. And when I received this email, I've been getting emails from this individual since late August of 2016, and as of today, this individual has racked up 393 threatening emails towards me. And today, this is what I opened up and received. It states, "Listen very carefully, you pathetic piece of blank. Me, Astronomy Live, Daza, Tony Matthews, and the entire troll organization are going to take you and all of your nibtard associates down. This includes BP Earthwatch, Paul Begley, Chris Potter, Steve Olson, The Higher Truth Channel, Mike from Around the World, Dutch Sense, Jeff P." The email goes on to further state, "You are all going to be arrested and jailed for the crimes that you are committing. If we cannot put you in jail, then we can see to it that you have a horrible car accident, and then your family can bury you in the garbage dump where all of you belong. When you're dead and gone, we'll see to it that your little 90-year-old grandmother has an unfortunate fall down the stairs, breaking her neck. Oh, poor old lady, laugh out loud. Too bad she will have to go out like that. I will stand over her while she takes her last breath. By the way, when I sent the porn pics to your daughter, I couldn't stop laughing at how mad we made you. One more thing, Scott. Maybe the next time you start your car, boom, up in smoke you go. Do yourself a favor to save your life. Shut your channel down today, or else." Well, ladies and gentlemen, this just goes to show you that we are definitely on to something, and we have been for a very long time. Each and every one of us has dedicated a lot of time out of our life and taken this time away from our families to investigate this matter and bring you the information. You know, sometimes people tell me, you have a calling in life. Maybe God placed me on this earth, allowed me to live this 49 years, to come to this point in my life, to make it complete, to do my duty for humanity. I myself, I can only speak for myself. I will continue each and every day to continue the research, the investigations into Planet X, Nibiru, the Nemesis solar system, whatever you want to call it. But to send me threatening emails like this, and again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just one of 393 emails that I have received from this individual. All of them have been very, very threatening. Now, I have gone back and forth with this individual, and there's a very high possibility that this individual is maybe using a fake name, but the bottom line is they use key words like organization. And ladies and gentlemen, back in September of 2016, November of 2016, and January of 2017, we bring you the information proving that there are government-paid trolling organizations on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. You will find these people in the comment sections of these videos, and they are there to do their job. And their job entails to smear the creator of the channel and all of the information by producing smear campaigns and very derogatory remarks. They want you to not believe in the information. So therefore, why would an individual go to this extent to send an email like this, implicating others in actual crimes? Sending me this email in this threatening and harassing tone is a crime. Not a big one, but, I just shrug it off. Because if somebody wanted me to take my last breath by now, I wouldn't be making this video. Does this scare me? Absolutely not. I go through each and every day the same way I do every day. And that is researching and investigating and trying to find what is happening on this planet. Now, just less than 48 hours ago, this troll organization put together a video, a live stream, where they hosted a man who is an astrophysicist at a technical school in Rochester, New York. And yes, this man is real. Yes, he does have an education and a degree in astrophysics. Is he a credible source? Well, not really, because we were able to uncover a wealth of information on this individual within about 15 minutes. And we're not going to go the route that the troll organization takes. Now, later on today, at around 12 noon Eastern Time, our physicist from a real university is going to be with us, and we're going to be doing a live stream, and we're going to be talking about some current events that just happened, and one of them is dealing with the magnetosphere collapse that occurred on March 13th through the 14th, and that information was deleted and replaced, well, by NASA. But we actually have the real footage. We're also going to be talking about an event that occurred on March 23rd through the 24th, which shows Jupiter producing a massive plasma loop and then a CME, or some type of major flaring that erupted from the planet, and it was caught on the stereo imaging as well as the SETI imaging. And our physicist has been examining this information, and she's going to be with us on a 1-hour live hangout discussing this. Also, there was a pretty major earthquake in Botswana, Africa. It was a magnitude 6.5. However, I found, looking at all of the records, that it registered a 7.8. And earthquakes, they're really not prevalent in that part of the world. And a day before that, they had a magnitude 5.4 in Johannesburg, not very far away. Some said that that could be directly attributed to gold mining. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that would be possible if it was a very small magnitude earthquake, but not a 5.4, not a 6.8, not a 7.8. You're not going to get that type of earthquake shaking from gold mining. The earthquake in Botswana was felt all the way down to Johannesburg. So, getting back to our physicist. She has been employed at a university for 17 years. She holds 5 degrees, a master's and a doctorate, and she is a professor of physics. You know, the gentleman that was hosted on the Fact or Fiction trolling organization YouTube channel basically said that all of her work was fake, it was no good, blah, blah, blah. Her papers are not even presented in a professional fashion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand one thing. We asked her to please try to keep the information on your papers as basic as possible, because we're going to be reading this information to our subscribers and viewers, and we want to try to make it easier for you to understand. Now, taking into consideration, if she was going to publish these reports, then yes, they will be written up in a fashion that would make them presentable to her peers and to be published. And that is currently in the works because she has done a tremendous amount of work, and there are others in the professional realm of physics and astronomy right now that are willing to step up and help her. And we're going to try and bring a 1-hour interview with her every single week. Now, the individual that was hosted on the Troll Organization YouTube channel, well, it took about 15 minutes to uncover some very derogatory information about this man. The majority of it came directly from his own students. And we have all of the information, and it's pretty bad, it's pretty insulting, and we also found a lot of information from others who have been attacked by this Mr. Astrophysicist. And we're going to be contacting these individuals, and we're going to welcome them to come on to a live stream and talk about this individual's credentials and his tactics. And by the way, this man does not work for free. He does not interview for free. We found on his own blog that he will not even read a paper or a report for less than $250 per hour. He states that himself. So naturally, if he was hosted on this live stream on the Troll Organization YouTube channel, then they probably dug deep in their poor little pockets to pay this guy to come on to this live stream and try to discredit our physicist and her findings. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will see these individuals commenting in the comment section of my videos and many other YouTube channels that are reporting and investigating on Planet X, Nibiru, the Nemesis solar system. You will see these individuals calling you names, calling me names, and blah, blah, blah. The bottom line is the best advice I can give you is to simply report them to YouTube, block them if they harass you individually, and that is about it. Other than that, simply ignore them. Do not even get into back and forth comments with these individuals, because this is exactly what they want you to do. They want to unravel you so you start having doubts in your mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, reading this email here today, why would any individual come at me like this if there wasn't something to hide? The bottom line is, sooner or later, we're going to get to the bottom of it. My biggest fear is it's going to be too late. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to wake up. It is time to spread the word. We have the power of knowledge, and that is what we're trying to get at. We also have the power of social media with Facebook and Twitter and your own YouTube channels, if you have them. And I ask that you share these videos on your Facebook page, on your Twitter. Strike up a conversation with your friends and your family members. Yes, they may think that you're crazy, but take the time to softly begin to explain what is occurring. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there are tens of millions of people around the world that are not aware of what's happening. These people are not like you and me that have been looking at this information for a long period of time. This is the same going back to the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. When you saw a UFO, you kind of kept it hush-hush. You were worried that if you told someone you saw a UFO, that they would think you were crazy. Well, this is the same type of situation. But now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see what is happening to our Earth on a daily basis. So if someone calls you crazy for trying to let them in on this information, well, maybe they're the ones that are crazy and they really need to open up their eyes. Remember, knowledge is power, and that is what we're trying to bring to you, the knowledge. Because the more knowledge you have, just one little piece of this knowledge may be something to save your life in the event of a catastrophe. And these events are occurring around the world on a minute-by-minute basis. This is Scott from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for backing me up. And thank you for watching. And ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stay updated, stay informed, and stay tuned. It's also a very good idea to share our video information on Facebook and Twitter. This awakening must come now. If you are interested in food and water prepping supplies for any emergency, you can visit my affiliate, foodforliberty.com, and their link will be in the description box under the video. We also ask that you make sure that you are subscribed to Planet X News and the Nibiru channel for all of our current updates. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. It is April 4th, 2017. You know, it's not too often that I share emails with all of you, but a little while ago, approximately 28 minutes ago, I received an email from an individual that was absolutely outrageous. And the reason why I'm going to show you this email in this video is to prove to you that we are definitely on to something in our investigations and our research into Planet X, Nibiru, the Nemesis solar system. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to call it, we are having very, very serious issues here on our planet. And when I received this email, I've been getting emails from this individual since late August of 2016, and as of today, this individual has racked up 393 threatening emails towards me. And today, this is what I opened up and received. It states, listen very carefully, you pathetic piece of blank. Me, Astronomy Live, Daza, Tony Matthews, and the entire troll organization are going to take you and all of your nibtard associates down. This includes BP Earthwatch, Paul Begley, Chris Potter, Steve Olson, The Higher Truth Channel, Mike from Around the World, Dutch Since, Jeff P. The email goes on to further state, you are all going to be arrested and jailed for the crimes that you are committing. If we cannot put you in jail, then we can see to it that you have a horrible car accident, and then your family can bury you in the garbage dump where all of you belong.